Okay, so we don't say this often, but do not buy a smartphone right now. See, the month of June was wild. Like almost half of the year is over and I have still not built those muscles. But Apple got a brand new iOS 26, which some of people liked, but a lot hated. I believe people were expecting AI features from Apple, but they went out on UI design. Like, why? Who asked for it? And then again, Starlink entered India with telecom game. Elon Musk had a fight with Trump. Vijay Mallya and RCB both surprised us, and Xiaomi dropped his own new smartphone processor. Yes, the X-Ring 01. And now July. July is picking up pace, not just with the exciting launches, but some brands are planning a proper return. Like Pixel phones are leaked again. Nothing is bringing the flagship phone. I am hyped. Mrinal, TechWiser, let's freaking go. Okay, so let's start with the budget launches and then we can move on to flagship ones. Yes, nothing flagship is almost 2-year old. Now first up, Motorola is expected to launch the G86 in July, and this time around it's getting some pretty big updates. It is expected to feature a Dimensity 7300 processor, which is a popular processor in 15 to 20,000 price range. Now as per the leaks, the design and the build will be similar to the other Moto phones out there, but there are two major changes. Number one, battery. Yes, the battery is rumored to be around 6720 mAh. That's one of the highest in the Motorola lineup. And second, you might get some premium features like IP69, Gorilla Glass 7 eye protections in a budget phone. Now last year Motorola launched the G85 around 18,000 rupees, and if they price the G86 smartly, this could be a banger under 20,000, especially for those who are looking for a reliable feature-packed phone. Now we will be leaving timestamps so that you can easily scroll through the video, and if you have any suggestions regarding the upcoming series, do let us know in the comments. Okay, so next up we have the most awaited launch. Yes, the Note series in India. OnePlus has confirmed the launch date, which is going to be launched on 8th July. Now both the Note 5 and the Note CE5 are successor to the very popular Note 4 and the CE4. And if you remember, the Note 4 had a refreshing metal design, so it will be interesting to see what they do in the design this time. Also, the Note 5 will be getting the Snapdragon 8s Gen 3. But wait a minute, didn't the Note 4 also had 7 Plus Gen 3, which is pretty close to 8s Gen 3? Anyways, in terms of battery, it is rumored to come with somewhere close to 7000 mAh battery, which is a significant upgrade over Note 4. And talking about Note CE5, it might come with Dimensity 8350, which is a good upgrade from 7 Gen 3 in the Note CE4. But the best highlight is the battery. Yes, the Note CE5 is expected to come with a massive 7100 mAh battery. Like, these battery numbers are just getting insane with every launch. Now, if OnePlus gets the pricing right, the Note 5 might start somewhere at 30,000, while the CE5 might start somewhere around 25,000. But anyway, what do you guys think should be the price? Okay, so next up we have Google. Yes, Google is not known for keeping secrets. Like, be it from Pixel 3 to Pixel 9, everything got leaked a month before the launch. And Pixel 10 is no different. Yes, some people even spotted filming ads of the latest Pixel out in the open. Now, Google will be launching their Pixel 10 series lineup early in August, and both Pixel 10, 10 Pro, both are expected to come with 6.3-inch AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. And this time around, even the base Pixel 10 will be getting a telephoto lens. And the Pixel 10 Pro XL will be coming with a bigger 6.8-inch AMOLED with a triple camera setup. Now Google will also be launching their foldable, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Now all the phones are expected to run on Android 16 with the new Material UI and of course AI features. But the most interesting part here is the Tensor G5. Now we know Pixel processor have heating issues, but this time around they will jump ship from Samsung 4nm to TSMC 3nm processor, and this should finally and hopefully give Pixel phone the CPU power that you get in 8 Elite and A18 processor. Like, if you compare the current G4 in comparison to any other flagship, the benchmark numbers are at least 2 generations behind. But sadly, if the leaks are correct, this upgrade might cost another 10,000 rupees jump in the price over an existing overpriced smartphone. Now Samsung is about to launch their foldable around the 3rd week of July, and just like always, you will get the latest Samsung Fold and the latest Samsung Flip. First, let's talk about the Z Fold 7. Now it is expected to come with the Snapdragon 8 Elite, and the rumor suggests that the Fold 7 will get 200 megapixel camera compared to just 50 megapixel last year in Z Fold 6, and it's likely to feature a 7.6-inch main OLED panel with 120Hz refresh rate and a 6.3-inch cover display. Also, the battery will be somewhere between 4400 to 4600 mAh battery. And not just that, even with all of that, Samsung has teased that the foldables will be still thinner and lighter than the previous year. At this rate, the Fold 10 will be slimmer than your credit card. Now in terms of pricing, this might come around around between 1.5 to 1.6 lakh. Now second is the Z Flip 7. Now this one is expected to come with Exynos 2500 and the main display stay at 6.7 inch 120Hz AMOLED inside with 4-inch cover screen, and the battery is expected to stay around 4000 mAh. And of course it will be slimmer and lighter than the previous year. Now there are some leaks and rumors about the Flip FE series coming to India, but I'm skeptical about it. But wait, Samsung is not done yet. There are strong leaks and rumor about Samsung launching Trifold later this year, and as per the leaks, the price is expected to be somewhere around $3,000, which in Indian currency is 2.5 lakh rupees. Now it's not just Samsung that is launching foldables in July. In fact, Vivo is also joining the party and it is expected to launch somewhere between mid of July. And Vivo is claiming it to be one of the most durable foldables out there. They even showcase that it can survive 1000 fold under 1 meter of water. Like, who even comes up with an idea like that? But here's a wild part. There are rumors that the X Fold 5 might even support Apple ecosystem feature, which means it can connect to Apple Watch, and some rumors suggest that it can even act as a secondary display for your Mac. And if that is true, who will even buy an iPhone? You. Oops. Yeah. Anyways, jokes aside, this is something that I'm really looking forward to try out. In fact, Apple Watch is something that I really miss after switching to Android. Also, Vivo might be launching the Vivo X200 FE around second week of July in India. And it is rumored to have the MediaTek 9400E processor with a 50 megapixel main sensor and a 50 megapixel 3x telephoto sensor and an 8 megapixel ultra wide along with 6200 mAh battery. And of course, we have already done a video on the China variant, which you can check out somewhere over here. And if I talk about the pricing, it's rumored to be around 55,000 rupees, which is a direct competition to OnePlus 13s. And next up we have the new processors from Qualcomm. Yes, Qualcomm is expected to unveil two new processors, the Snapdragon 8 Elite 2 for smartphones and the Snapdragon X Elite 2 for laptops at the Snapdragon Summit, which is happening between 23rd to 25th September. And it is based on TSMC 3nm process, which is a jump from the 4nm used in 8 Elite. And recently the Geekbench score of the 8 Elite 2 got leaked, and if the numbers are legit, this is a real jump of around 30%, which is far better than the 10 to 15% of incremental updates. Okay, finally, Nothing is back, and Nothing is launching a lot of phones lately, and you might see their launches every alternate month. So this time around, they're not just coming with a smartphone, but also a headphone. So the Nothing Phone 3 is expected to launch alongside with their Headphone 1 on 1st of July. Now, design-wise, Nothing is making a bold move. They are moving away from their iconic glyph design, and the rumor suggests that the phone will now have a dot matrix design at the back. The Phone 3 might come up with 8s Gen 4. It is also expected to come with 50 megapixel triple camera setup. And talking about the price, Nothing CEO Carl Pei hinted
it'll land somewhere around 800 pounds.
Which if you convert to INR might be close to 80,000 rupees. But Nothing usually price their smartphone lower in India. So you are looking somewhere between 55 to 60,000 depending on the variant. But you tell me, at 60,000, would you buy a Nothing phone over Samsung or Apple? Now, along with this, Nothing is also launching their first full-size headphones, the Headphone 1. Now, Nothing has partnered with British audio company for their headphones. Also, if the leaks are true, this might feature a signature transparent design, just like the Nothing Air, and it kind of resembles the cassette tape. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. But if the leaks are also true, the headphones will be priced at $299, which could roughly translate to 25 to 30,000 rupees in India. And at that price, you get a Sony XM5. So yeah, seems like Nothing is trying to prove what they're actually capable of building. In fact, at the recent Google I/O, Carl Pei himself said that
Phone 3 is coming this summer, and we're going all in.
overall, in my opinion, Nothing as a company is quite inspired from Apple. So with their flagship lineup, let's see if they're able to make it. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our list. Let us know which smartphone are you really excited for. On that note, Mrinal, TechWiser, signing off. Pew, pew, pew.